The Frog and the Nightingale, Part 1. The poem is a fable, and like most fables, it has a moral. Various themes are intertwined, but the central themes are manipulation, exploitation, and self-worth. The genre of this poem is allegory. Wait a minute. What is an allegory? An allegory is a poem that uses symbolic characters and events to convey deeper meaning and themes. As in this poem, the main characters have been used to convey the themes of manipulation, exploitation, and self-worth. Let us first know about the author. Vikram Seth is an Indian novelist and poet. He is known for versatile writing style. His notable works are The Golden Gate and A Suitable Boy. Let us go through line-by-line explanation of the poem. Paragraph 1. Once upon a time a frog croaked away in Bengal bog. Every night from dusk to dawn, he croaked on and on and on. Explanation. The poet here is telling the story of a frog who lived in a marshy land called Bengal bog. Bog means a wet and muddy land, and Bengal is the name of that bog. There the frog croaked all through the night, from sunset dusk till sunrise dawn. In its hoarse and rough voice it croaked non-stop, and to show the continuity of his croaking, the poet has repeated the word on thrice. This on means on, but it has been misspelt and mispronounced so that it rhymes with dawn. This kind of act where the poet ignores the rules of grammar and spellings in order to make writing more impressive and impactful is called poetic license. Paragraph 2. Other creatures loathed his voice, but alas they had no choice, and the crass cacophony blared out from the sumac tree, at whose foot the frog each night minstrelled on till morning night. Explanation. The other creatures in the Bengal bog disliked the harsh and unpleasant sound made by the frog all night sitting under the tree named sumac, but they could not do anything about it. Paragraph 3. Neither stones nor prayers nor sticks, insults or complaints or bricks, stilled the frog's determination to display his heart's elation. Explanation. The creatures of the bog tried different ways to stop the frog from singing. They hit it with stones, bricks, and sticks, insulted it, complained against it, and even prayed before it to stop singing. But the frog was determined to sing, and it never listened to anyone as it was proud of its voice. Paragraph 4. But one night a nightingale, in the moonlight cold and pale, perched upon the sumac tree, casting forth her melody. Explanation. The character of the nightingale is now introduced in the poem. One night, the sky was full of the moon's light. The weather was cold, and everything seemed dull. A nightingale bird sat on a branch of the sumac tree and sang in its pleasant, melodious voice. Paragraph 5. Dumbstruck sat the gaping frog, and the whole admiring bog stared towards the sumac rapt, and when she had ended, clapped. Ducks had swum and herons waded to her as she serenaded. Explanation. The frog was silenced to hear the melodious voice of the nightingale. It sat with its mouth open. All the creatures of the Bengal bog appreciated the song. They clapped and praised it when the song ended. Ducks and herons swam and came near the sumac tree to listen to the beautiful song of Nightingale. Paragraph 6. And a solitary loon wept beneath the summer moon. Toads and teals and tiddlers, captured by her voice, cheered on, enraptured. Bravo! Too divine! Encore! So the nightingale once more. Explanation. A large water bird called Loon, who was alone, felt emotional on hearing the nightingale's melodious song. It started weeping as the nightingale sang through the night with the moon in the sky. Summer moon means that it was the summer season when the moon is comparatively lower in the sky. Even the tiny creatures like the small frogs, ducks, and fishes were attracted to the melodious voice and cheered it to sing more. They cheered the nightingale by saying that it was a brave bird, its song was heavenly, and asked it to sing more. Paragraph 7. quite unused to such applause, sang till dawn without a pause. Next night, when the nightingale shook her head and twitched her tail, closed an eye and fluffed a wing, and had cleared her throat to sing. Explanation: the nightingale had never received appreciation, and it was so happy that it sang continuously till sunrise. The next night, it again prepared to sing. It shook its head, jerked its tail, closed an eye to concentrate on the song, and fluffed its wing. Before starting the song, it cleared its throat also. Paragraph 8. She was startled by a croak. "Sorry, was that you who spoke?" she inquired when the frog hopped towards her from the bog. Explanation: the bird was interrupted by the croak sound of the frog. As it hopped towards the nightingale, it asked the frog whether it was the frog who spoke. Paragraph 9. "Yes," the frog replied. "You see, I'm the frog who owns this tree. In this bog I've long been known for my splendid baritone." Explanation: the frog replied that it was his sound. The frog introduces itself to the nightingale as the owner of the sumac tree on whose branch the bird was sitting and singing. Further, it said that it was famous in the bog for singing in its unique, deep voice. Paragraph 10. "And of course, I wield my pen for bog trumpet now and then. Did you like my song?" "Not too bad, but far too long. The technique was fine, of course, but it lacked a certain force." Explanation: it also skillfully write at times for the Bog Trumpet magazine. The humble bird asks the frog if it liked her song. The frog replies that it wasn't bad, but it was very long. Further, it comments on her skill and says that the method of singing was fine, but her voice lacked force. Paragraph 11. "Oh," the nightingale confessed, greatly flattered and impressed, that a critic of such note had discussed her art and throat. "I don't think the song's divine, but, oh well, at least it's mine." Explanation: the nightingale felt bad that her singing was not up to the mark. It was happy that such an expert musician had analyzed her song. The bird says that at least the song is originally hers. Paragraph 12. "That's not much to boast about," said the heartless frog. "Without proper training such as I, and few others, can supply. You'll remain a mere beginner, but with me, you'll be a winner." Explanation: the frog scolds the bird for being proud. It is harsh towards the bird, and belittles it by saying that it lacks training, which only a few masters like the frog can give. The frog also says that without the training, the bird will remain just a beginner all its life, and if it wanted to become a winner, a perfect singer, then it had to learn from him.